Since the pandemic reached Korea last year, people have been social distancing and wearing masks. However, there were some people who didn't keep their distance that well, so the Korean government made stricter policies for social distancing a few months ago. There were only 3 levels before, but the new policy has 5 levels: Level 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, and 3. The policy has different rules and each city has a different level depending on how many cases there are. Let's see how each level is different and how we have to comply. At level 1, there are on average daily new infections under 100 for 7 days. So the government would suggest limiting the number of people at worship services, restaurants, or movie theaters. At level 1.5, it's the same outbreak status with level 1, but it has more strict rules than level 1. At this level, people cannot have a meeting or festival with more than 100 people. Also, the number of people going to regular worship services, school, and watching sports would be limited. Level 2 is reached when the infection is doubled after 1 week of level 1.5 and there are more than 300 cases in Korea. At level 2, people must wear masks and cannot get into most places after 9 p.m. This is what Daegu has been doing for a few months. At level 2.5, there are more than 400 infected people for 7 days on average. It's banned to have a meeting of over 50 people and people cannot go to entertainment facilities such as PC and karaoke rooms. At level 3, the average of daily new infections is over 800 for 7 days. At level 3, it's better to say you cannot do anything outside. School and companies will be virtual and most stores will be closed. Lastly, the Korean government made an additional policy to prevent more infections. People cannot have a meeting with over 5 people regardless of the levels for each city. Most businesses have a body temperature scanner cameras at the entrance. You must be below 37.5 degrees to enter. Let's see what the students think about social distancing levels.
Since there are asymptomatic people and a susceptible infection even without direct contact, I try to avoid places where it can be easily crowded. When I have to meet someone like my friends, we always try to go to quiet cafes or restaurants, and my hand sanitizer and an extra mask became my essentials.
Before COVID-19, I might want to hang out with my friends until 11 p.m. or I'll have like late night study group or study session at cafe until like, let's say 12 a.m. But now that things such as opening hours or open or close is constantly getting manipulated by like a weekly basis, I think this is really motivating myself to stay updated with news.
One of the most frustrating things during this pandemic is that all SCIAC sport competitions are cancelled. Because all schools have different restrictions regarding sports, it definitely is disappointing for many athletes in our school.
As a student, I really do not have significant difficulties except for the fact that I sometimes have to voluntarily adjust some of the socializing and studying times. And because I'm a student and the social sphere and economic sphere of mine is limited, I really do not have like a direct loss incurred to me.
It seems like everyone has some difficulties dealing with COVID. However, during the pandemic, you should follow the policy, keep the social distance, and wear your mask. Keep focusing on keeping yourself and your loved ones safe. And we will make it out of this someday. Thank you for watching.